EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. On play action, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Williams to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 28-yard line. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Atlanta defense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start the drive with Cook. Puts it on the carpet, it's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Falcons nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Batson now bringing it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second down at 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ritter's pass completes at Pitts. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go.
Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready. Hey, close deal.
going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Patterson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll try to run with Patterson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Bring the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Cousins on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Now Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, They've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 9 now. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big pick up there, 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Just a simple top pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to throw. Steps away, and that is incomplete here.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll roll him out right. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. That's complete to Smith-Marset. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Cousins on fourth down. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and that leads to a Minnesota first down.
They accepted the risk, and it was rewarded. What a catch on fourth down to create a first down situation. But one more time, what a catch.
And what a catch. It was close, perilously close to a turnover on downs, but picked up the first.
How about getting his feet down, though? That's footwork.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And it'll be also a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Cousins. And this pass broken up. The contact low of time there, and now fourth down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Fourth down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Complete to Zaccheaus. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in for long distance. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Partner, you gotta like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of stretch.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Cousins. And it's caught. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Cousins. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. One last shot now for Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. It doesn't get any more exciting than that. It was all or nothing on the final snap at the goal line. And that defense, they came through with one final stand.
And I don't know about you, partner, but give me a minute here to let my heart get settled a little bit. How about that drama we just saw there? One play could have decided the whole thing. Incredible defensive play to win it. An effort there that can't be understated.